Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily 5 Minutes of Wisdom. My name is Jonathan Bradshaw. Today we're going to continue reading through Proverbs chapter 18. A fool has no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself, or reveal itself. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. I've talked about this a lot, and the reason is because it's all over Proverbs, and I really believe that it's something that we as believers really need to grasp and know. We must be slow to speak and quick to listen. That is so crucial. So many of our problems are rooted in what's coming out of our mouths. Whether we have a heart and spirit that is complaining against where we are at, or we are telling everybody everything and trying to gain validation from people and not God. That is the opposite of wisdom. We have to learn how to intentionally release out of our mouths and not release by compulsion. So important. Knowledge puffs up. And I feel like people are always trying to tell everybody whatever they know. And this is a kind of pride. Or maybe you just believe that everybody needs to know everything that's happening to you. And the truth is they don't. Paul wrote, "We must work hard to live a peaceable life and also work hard to mind your own business." This is so important. I think one of the best examples is whenever Jesus worked or spoke or whatever, his mother Mary treasured it and hid it in her heart. If you feel the need to tell everybody everything, this actually reveals your heart that you don't value it. What you value and what you treasure, you will ultimately hide. In the parable of the treasure hidden in the field, the man found the treasure and then went and hid it in the field and then bought the field. When you find treasure, you hide it, you keep it for yourself. This is wisdom. This is what Mary did. She hid it in her heart. Whenever God gives you wisdom, revelation, knowledge, whatever, it is to hide in your heart and pull it out when you need it, not release it to everybody. If you want God to trust you with more, you have to be trustworthy to keep a secret. Think about it this way. If there is a person who tells you secrets and then you go and tell everybody, they won't give you any more, right? This is how it is with him. We have to treasure and value what is released, and God will give us more. That's how it works. So a man of wisdom hides and treasures things in his heart, and he is not quick to speak. He is slow to speak and quick to listen. If somebody is challenging what you believe, do you have to talk over them and prove that you are right? No. You have to listen and understand the other person to grasp where they're at and try to help them and lead them in love, not correct people. It's not our job to correct people. We need to understand and believe that. And so many of our problems is because of what's coming out of our mouth. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit. What comes out of your mouth will bear fruit, good or bad. A man of wisdom. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. Look, do you want rivers of living water flowing from you or rivers of poison? It is so important that we intentionally release at the right time and not compulsively just let it all out whenever. We must master emotions like I have talked about over and over again. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. Jesus understood this. He said, my words are spirit and they are life. Every word that flowed from his mouth was spirit and life. We, in his image and likeness, can also operate this way. Every word that comes out of our mouth should be spirit and life, and this comes by walking in the Spirit and knowing Jesus and desiring truth above all things. It talks about this in Proverbs 8. Truth does not speak any perversion ever. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. I want you to understand this. The vehicle of your life is your mouth. The things that you want, the places you're headed to, the wealth that you create, everything comes by what comes out of your mouth. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. If you go back and listen to day number 3, I talked about Solomon's wealth and how he created wealth was by using his mouth, speaking wisdom. He merchandised his wisdom to help other people. When we're talking about rivers of living water, rivers of life, that flows from your mouth to help other people, to heal other people. There is a river flowing from the throne room. It's a river of life. There's rivers talked about in Eden, and Jesus talked about it like rivers of living water flowing from your belly, and it comes out of your mouth. So if we want to release what's in heaven, release what God has put in Eden within us, we have to understand that it comes by way of our mouth. And so I challenge you today, control your tongue. Be more aware of what's coming out of your mouth. Do not complain anymore. Really grab a hold of, my words are spirit and they are life. And if we can truly grasp and understand that and live it out, your life will improve in every way possible, because your mouth is the vehicle for your life. An increase comes by way of your mouth. So learn to close your mouth and be slow to speak and quick to listen. And I promise you, your life will improve tenfold, hundredfold. Hope this encourages you. I'll see you in the next one.